He got me.
Did
Mother got me. Let me tell you something. I was ready for it the first time. First time I met him, first of all, he has normal size hands. I have big hands. He has regular size hands. He's a big guy. So I was ready. I knew I was going to meet him. First time I met him, he came over, just put his hands on my shoulders, and you do a great job. But I was sitting. So this time I actually stood up. We made eye contact. I said, "How you doing, sir?" I shook his hand. I'm like, "Oh, I know he's about to do." So I anchored myself. I'm like, "Not today, son.
Strength.
Not today. Would you give me a nice pull?" And I'm like, but we were hanging on for a while. So then the next time I met him, he was at a UFC as well.
Did he try to pull?
Dude, I'll tell you what happened.
Okay.
I'm sitting down, and he looks at me, and he goes like this, and he gets up, starts walking towards me, and I get up, and I reach over with my hand, and he gets and I'm over a table. I'm over a table. Really got me. He got me good. He got me good. He got me good. I'm like, this motherfucker learns from his mistakes.
If you're like me, when you heard that Trump was going to this event over in Paris, you probably said, I'm not too comfortable with this. I don't really think Trump should be going overseas just for some, as beautiful as Notre Dame is, then he shouldn't just be going over to some cathedral opening. And it never dawned on me that it was probably something a lot more. Because if you've seen it, you know. By now you know. You're gonna blow it you're gonna be a spoiler in the chat. But if you haven't seen it, something happened on his way to the cathedral, per se. So he shows up, and what I want you to pay particular attention throughout this video is the power that Trump shows whenever he grabs Macron's hand. This isn't the feeble, Dementia Joe, here's my little handshake. It's like, grab that hand. You understand who's in charge here? You understand I'm the man and I'm back? Tell me if you don't see that when he starts grabbing this little guy's hand, letting him know it's not like it was before. Nope, not going to be like that. And notice whose hand is above and whose hand is underneath. Trump knows the significance of a alpha male handshake. Look at the hand. The top hand is the alpha male. When you watch people shake hands, there's always going to be one guy who takes the hand and turns it. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that, but you go to shake someone's hand and you want to basically exert dominance over it. I know right now there's some people here who might be libs. They're all up in their fifis. The nipples are getting real tender right now. But when you shake hands with somebody, you stick it out there. And some people just leave it in the neutral position. Oh yeah, how you doing? But the alpha male will come in and he'll grab your hand and turn it. And when he turns it, he's letting you know, I'm the alpha. Many of you guys in here know it. Many of you guys may be recipients of it. But if you come in weak, the alpha is going to turn your hand. His hand is going to be superior to yours. Every single time. Trump knows that. And he almost accentuates it. Make sure everybody can see it. Grab that hand and turn it over. The guy underneath is, the submissive one, the beta. I am the big dog. I don't want to make too big of a thing of it because most guys know this. But you need to just watch. See that hand? He's over him. Now they're going to walk inside. Obviously we can't hear. There's no mic, so it gives me a chance to talk about it. But Macron is obviously much smaller than Trump. And I was like, why would he be going to this meeting? If he's going to Notre Dame, why is he going into the French mansion? I know it's cordial, but we're going to see something here in a second. There again, boom, boom. You see that? Just look at that, ladies. That's called an alpha handshake. He could have relaxed his arm and came down with it. He kept that arm up. So I'm making sure Macron knows he's touching an alpha dog here. Look at that. Look how he's doing it. It's almost uncomfortable because I got to get above you to execute that handshake. See, the people in the news won't talk about that because most of the guys on the news, they're definitely going to be beta. They're going to be the people underneath. They won't even notice that. They'll probably, well, what's Trump trying to do? Break his arm? No, not as long as you submit, then I won't have to break your damn arm. Look at that. Look at that.
Pour cette ouverture de Notre Dame 5 ans après, il était président à l'époque quand le feu a pris.
They're going to make a statement in French and then a statement in English.
La cathédrale, je m'en souviens. President, I just it's a great honor for French people to welcome you 5 years later. And you were at that time present for the first time. And I remember the solidarity and your immediate reaction. So, welcome back again.
Well, thank you.
We are very happy to have you here.
Thank you very much.
There it is again.
Honor.
See him?
And we had a great relationship, as everyone knows.
See, I don't know if you noticed the quick turn. He released it, but he made the quick turn anyway.
Accomplished a lot together, and the people of France are spectacular. I guess it's one of our largest groups in the United States, French people. And we respect them and we love them. Very talented people, extremely energetic people, as you know very well.
Yeah.
And it's an honor to be here. We had a good time together, and we had a lot of success, really great success working together on defense and offense too. And it certainly seems like the world is going a little crazy right now.
Yeah.
And we'll be talking about that. Thank you very much for being here.
Merci beaucoup.
Notice he said that. The world's gone a little bit crazy right now, and we're going to be talking about that. So if the world's gone a little bit crazy, those of you guys who have seen what's going on in Syria, in fact, let me pull that up because Trump addressed what's going on in Syria earlier today. Well, let me see if I can find this real quick if you haven't seen it. Sorry, I should have had this ready. My bad. All right, so Trump mentioned this in earlier this morning, very early, so he must have been doing it from the limo or something. But here's what he said about Syria. And if in case you don't know, basically the Allah Akbar types have taken over, or trying to take over, major portions of Syria. Opposition fighters in Syria, in an unprecedented move, have totally taken over numerous cities in a highly coordinated offensive and are now on the outskirts of Damascus, obviously preparing to make a very big move toward taking out Assad, which also ties into all their BS about Tulsi Gabbard. There's no way that Tulsi Gabbard can be, an asset when they're, standing. You see where this is going. Russia, because they are so tied up in Ukraine. Interesting. Russia, because they're so tied up in Ukraine, and with the loss there of over 600,000 soldiers, seems incapable of stopping this literal march through Syria, a country they have protected for years. This is where former President Obama refused to honor his commitment of protecting, in big letters here, the red line in the sand. And all hell broke out with Russia stepping in. But now they are, like possibly Assad himself, being forced out, and it may actually be the best thing that can happen to them. There was never much of a benefit in Syria for Russia other than to make Obama look really stupid. In any event, Syria is a mess, but they're not our friend. And now in big capital letters, the United States should have nothing to do with it. This is not our fight. Let it play out. Do not get involved. Big letters. This ain't us. We ain't got nothing to do with this. We ain't getting involved. Let Russia, let Ukraine, let Syria figure out what they're going to do. So he posted that early this morning from over there, obviously, right? Yeah, okay. So he's over there for the reopening of the Notre Dame Cathedral. And he's there to exchange pleasantries with Macron. Tell me if anywhere, any news, anywhere, mentioned what you're about to see right now. Did you know that he was going to be meeting with Zelenskyy when he went to France? Did that leak anywhere? I checked before today, and I didn't see that mentioned anywhere. Nowhere on anyone's newscast, no tweets, nothing. Did anybody mention Trump would be meeting with Zelenskyy today? Anyone else find that interesting? All this stuff happening in Syria, Trump about to get inaugurated. Oh, the guys over in Russia and Ukraine are fighting, and this guy's probably up there begging for more money. And he uses this opportunity to go to France for a cathedral reopening, and just happens to, meet the little guy here. Yeah, that's what happened. Very odd. Very odd.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And as you can see, this wasn't a simple photo op. They had a meeting. I don't see any readouts anywhere. I don't see anyone talking about what they discussed. But since nobody knew this meeting was taking place, I guarantee you some in the press pool were like, whoa, what's going on here? This guy's not the president. He's the president-elect, but he's out here on the world stage meeting with world leaders, and a combatant, somebody who's actually in war, shows up unannounced. I'm sure Trump's people all knew about it. No leak there. Nobody leaked it. And Zelenskyy walks out on stage, and there they are, sitting together, getting ready to have a meeting. That's big news. Nobody reported. Nobody knows what's going on. That's how you know the news is lying to you. They have no clue. All right, so this is after. I don't know the time frame. I don't know how long that meeting lasted, but now the three of them are walking out after the meeting. Interesting. We never heard anything about it. And what's really interesting is when you look at the three faces, nobody seems to be giving anything away. Everybody is stone-faced, playing their cards very close to the chest. To the vest, as they say. But I just find it interesting. Let's just watch them. They're just, thumbs up, waving, posing for pictures. And now he's just going to walk to his limo, the tank, to get to the cathedral. So this meeting happened before they went to the cathedral. Very interesting. Yep, puts his arm around Macron, shakes hand with Zelenskyy, again throws the alpha at him, did a double alpha, put the other hand on top, and then has the beta boy escort him with the umbrella. That's it. And nobody has an idea what happened there. Nobody. I haven't seen it on any news, but they wouldn't know anyway. The only thing they would know is what, Trump, Zelenskyy, and Macron want to tell them. And they're not telling them anything. So now he's cross town, and he's at the actual cathedral. Now this is the big event. Lots of cameras here, even more than at Macron's place. I love how he walks in. All right, so now Macron turns and he sees Trump. Watch the handshake again. He knows right now the world is watching. And then I found something here on another feed, which for some reason they cut on the main feed. You're going to love what you're about to see. So from here, they cut it. But I found another feed that showed a different cut. Watch what happens. All right, so now I know my lower thirds here, but the camera's going to adjust, and watch. You see this? See that with the hand? How he's pulling him in? He's pulling him in right now. Just don't let go of the hand. Totally in control of Macron right there. And I know some of you are like, well, Barry, what's the big deal? That man can't let go if he wanted to. He can't. He's not going anywhere until Trump says, I've released you. And please don't get upset with me. I'm trying to tell you and show you something. That is absolutely alpha move. I've got you. And he brings it, up to his chest, and he's not letting go. Did you catch that? It's very subtle to most people who aren't looking for it, but I'm like, oh, he's letting him know in no uncertain terms, you might want to go ahead and sniff my butt because the alpha dog is back, baby. And I'm telling you right now, there are guys in the military across the world who are watching their commander-in-chief or future commander-in-chief and going, that's him. That's it. That's it. He let Macron know in the most subtle of ways, I got you. You will submit to me. Am I making a big deal of this? No, not whatsoever, because now I want you to see the world leaders as they come to see Trump walking into Notre Dame, and he's letting everybody know I'm back in charge. Watch this. That guy showed up again. Interesting how Zelenskyy showed up again. Yeah, he's sitting there. Look at them all. The world knows he's back. See the tall guy with the kind of bald head? You may not notice him because he was really good looking, 10 years ago. But that's a prince. That is a prince of England. Probably soon to be the king. And he's in line to meet Trump. And look who else is there. Oh, it's the first bro. Again, I had no idea that Elon Musk was going to show up at this event and be there amongst the French people and the French leaders and world leaders. The first bro shows up. What in the hell is going on? I can't tell you. I don't have the answers, but this is kind of getting weird. I mean, not weird from like sicko weird, but something's up. There's a reason why this guy is with Trump everywhere he goes. Maybe he's got better security. I don't know. I have no idea, but I did not expect them to see that in the receiving line would be nobody other than Elon Musk. And they're treating him like a leader. I love the move. So James Bondish, wasn't it? Yeah, I thought so. So we all knew that Dementia Joe didn't go. Karine Jean-Pierre the other day said, "Oh, his schedule is too, he's conflict. He's got such a tight schedule. He can't make it." Really? What kind of tight schedule? Other maybe he went to get his hair done after that blown hair day. But what's he doing? Because obviously someone else didn't have a tight schedule. Of course, that, in case you don't recognize, is a smiling and happy Jill Biden, the current First Lady, and the woman next to her is the shower partner of Dementia Joe, Ashley Biden. So Ashley and Jill get to show up and go to the Notre Dame, reopening. They didn't get to meet with Zelenskyy or Macron. They're going to the party, but they didn't get to go to the meeting. And Joe didn't get to go to the meeting. Interesting. Very interesting. This is so good. This, my friends, as you can see this. So next to the president of France is Donald Trump. Next to Donald Trump is Macron's wife. And then on the outside looking in, is Jill Biden and Ashley Biden. So you're telling me that the woman who's the First Lady and representing the United States in an official capacity, she is the First Lady, gets second fiddle. Go stand over there, please, okay? Just go stand over there. We got business. This is the man. And in fact, this man is closer to me than my wife. I'm going to keep Trump close to me, and I'm going to put a buffer between Trump and Jill and make her stand over there. I'm not a tea reader, and I don't have any crystal balls, but what I saw happen in that little bit of footage that I just showed you was some serious stuff going on, including the whole Elon Musk thing.